friends, it is late July and it is the perfect time here in Zone 5 in the Finger Lakes to be thinking about sowing autumn abundance. And it's surreal because we're surrounded by dahlias and the sun is shining and we're about to go for a swim in the lake. But now, the end of July, early August is the perfect time to set yourself up for an abundant, amazing harvest this fall. And I'm so excited to share with you the litany of things that we'll be planting in the coming week and how to set you up for success. But first, I wanted to share with you that truly setting you up for success, all of these details and then some, we do with Flourish Garden Club. And tons of videos. If you love what we do here on the blog, here on YouTube, it is way more in-depth and it is way more personal. It is way more timely. And there's incredible online forum, lots of written materials, live Q&A. So Flourish is an amazing resource. And anyone who signs up for Flourish, who joins us between now and Sunday, the 29th of July, I'm going to send you my 3 favorite packets to sow for fall. My 3 favorite packets are this dwarf snow pea and also Paris Market carrot that grows really well even in rocky and clay soils. It's super sweet. And then watermelon radish, which now is the perfect time to sow them. So without further ado, I'll briefly go through all of these things that we're planting this week, and I'm so excited to share it with you. There are 4 main things. We're sowing peas, we're sowing roots, we're sowing greens, and we're sowing herbs. So in the pea department, we are sowing dwarf peas, and not full-size peas. Full-size peas would never mature on time, but dwarf peas are just 2 feet tall, and because they're that tall, they're going to be maturing that much sooner. So they are the sweetest, most tender peas of the season, your fall peas. By all means, anytime now through the 2nd week in August is the optimal time to sow them. Roots, now is the perfect time. You have plenty of time for them to fully mature so that when you're harvesting in the fall, they are at optimum sweetness, optimum maturity for storage. And so carrots, certainly, that includes watermelon radish. You can also plant the little cherry bell style, although they really thrive in late August, certainly September, but now is the perfect time for watermelon radish. Fennel loves to mature into days that are lessening, into temperatures that are lessening, so now is the perfect time to mature fennel. Beet, always, this is the perfect time for them to be nicely sized. And yes, those little cherry bell radishes. Also kohlrabi. I love kohlrabi, and right now is perfect because it'll germinate instantly in the heat, but it'll be maturing in the cool weather, which means it will be that much more sweet, that much more tender. We're on to the greens. Salad mix you can sow anytime, first thing in spring to really September here in the Northeast. So now is of course a perfect time, but even head lettuce, now is a perfect time to be sowing basically any head lettuces. Even though it's really warm, there will be plenty of time for it to mature a full nice head before it gets really cold. So go ahead and plant your butter crunch lettuces, your loose leaf lettuces. Your romaines are nice because they're great in the heat and they can tolerate some of the cold, so by all means plant your romaines still as well. Winter Density is an awesome lettuce, and it's equally cold hardy as it is bolt tolerant, so it's another great one to sow in this late July time frame where it'll be needing to grow a lot in the heat, but it'll be maturing into the cold. And also in the greens department, spinach. But not regular spinach, classic spinach, not yet. Wait till the end of August, 3rd week in August at the earliest for that. Asian spinach, on the other hand, tastes, I use it exactly the same as classic spinach, but it grows really well in the heat and it also is really cold tolerant. So Asian spinach is an amazing variety for all seasons here in the Northeast. Also in the greens department, kale and Swiss chard. And these you can, of course, have had growing for months and months and months. We sowed our first as the snows were melting, but I love growing the young kale because right now sown, it will be mature. It'll be only partially mature before winter. It's going to most likely overwinter, and so I'll be eating it in the spring. And Swiss chard I like to sow now because in a crazy leaf miner year, like this year has been, there are just so many leaf miners on our chard. So I'm excited now their life cycles have really gone through the worst of it. So now this fall Swiss chard will be the best of all of your chard. Now finally, another green, Shanghai green. Your little baby bok choy is perfect now as well as fall. And now the herbs. Cilantro is perfect in the heat, but it loves growing in the cold. It will not bolt and will overwinter beautifully in the fall. Genovese basil I love because that final batch of pesto makes all the difference for my freezer. Dill and scallions. So there you have it, friends. I'm so excited for you to sow this winter and join us in Flourish. I can't wait to send out those seed packets. And keep in touch. Don't be shy. Happy sowing.